one is Cade Cunningham. Oh no, he is out for the year. It's a shin injury, and it kind of reminds me of Kevin White's shin injury. I don't know if you remember him, Chicago Bear. You remember Kevin White, wide receiver? You guys drafted him with the fourth pick,
well,
and he never
I know
played.
I'm wearing a Bears hat, but I'm still a Packers fan. So,
I know, but you live in Chicago.
I know, yeah. He was like the 7th pick, and he was like the biggest bust. It was awesome.
Never played, but guess what his first injury ever was? A shin injury. So I'm not saying that's going to happen to our man, but Cade's out for the season. They're giving him a season-ending procedure, and we'll talk about it. But supposedly with this injury, the word on the street is that the Detroit Pistons are shifting to end their rebuild, and they're expecting to be a playoff team next year. They're trying to become a playoff team next year. That's why we'll talk about the trade rumors in a second. But what is your thought about Cade Cunningham suffering a season-ending injury in his second season? And this guy was averaging so far this season through 12 games, 19.9 points. Yeah, he's shooting 28% from three, but dishing out 6 assists, grabbing 6 boards, and a steal a night, a little over half a block a night. What's your thoughts on the injury?
Well, first off, fourth cue, my room does not smell like salt. It's just for aesthetic purpose. But, dude, it really sucks, and you can tell, like, Jaden's been really struggling without Cade Cunningham. This is definitely Killian Hayes' last go. But, yeah, I mean, we kind of saw the way they started. I know Cade's only played a handful of games. He played, 12 games on the season. So, yeah. I mean, it wasn't looking good, like, their team. So, yeah, the rebuild makes sense for one more season. I had them as a playing team, and this is definitely going to kibosh those plans. But, yeah, man, just get healthy. I can't even imagine what a shin surgery is like, and I actually don't even want to know anything about what a shin surgery happens.
So I think it's just they're just going in to repair it. I don't know the details into how to repair it, but to prevent it from ever occurring again, which
there's like no skin on the shin, dude. It's like very little.
I hate thinking about bodies like parts like that, so I'm just gonna elude from entertaining what you're saying right now because I'm going to get the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. Also, I talked to the University of Maryland. Good combo. And
yeah, they got some good people over there. You say
Larry David graduated from Maryland, so did
he really?
Yes, Larry David. So did Scott.
East Coast guy. I'm
pretty sure he grew up in New York and he went to school, New York or Pennsylvania, but I'm pretty sure New York. But then he went to school in Maryland, and then Scott Van Pelt, Maryland graduate. But so I think this is a good segue that we just talked about, Cade. I think, like you said, this is the last year of their rebuild. I think this is why they're trying to figure out which guys will be on the roster next year, which is why we've heard Saddiq Bey potentially be moved. I personally love Saddiq Bey, and I don't think they should move him, but I guess they're done waiting for the guys to develop. The only guy that they're fine waiting to develop is Jalen Duren and Jaden Ivey because they're dogs. But with Cade Cunningham expected to make a full recovery, they're saying that Saddiq Bey, who's had an up and down year, and he's been moved to the bench because they want to become more balanced, allegedly, Dwayne Casey. And the rumor is that Al Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic are 2 guys that the Pistons want to keep because they're efficient scorers, and that's something that they want, even though that they've been brought in up in trade rumors. But I think they're starting to realize, hey, we need to finalize the roster to like a solid 5 to 8 guys on this team. We're trying to move Noel because we have our big mans figured out. We got Isaiah Stewart, Jalen Duren, and Marvin Bagley. Booyah. Now the wings, we're figuring that out. We got Al Burks and Bojan Bogdanovic. Will Saddiq Bey be part of that? We'll see. Will Kevin Knox be part of that? We'll see. But we got the backcourt figured out in Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey. Now let's figure out the pieces behind them. And I think that's where we're starting. This is what the rest of the season is going to be, is about who's going to be here past this season and who can we trade to bring in veterans.
I think Sadiq's as good as gone.
I like Saddiq.
I love Saddiq.
It's just I guess he's not on their timeline anymore.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's just 23. I guess he'll be 24 by the end of the year.
I know he's still crazy young. The reason why I mean timeline is that I guess he's not performing or developing as they want. It's the shot.
He's not. He's just not. So that's the harsh
He had a
reality of
50-point
it.
game last year, though.
I know, and every
That's the
single
hard
season
part.
he's been getting worse and worse as far as efficiency goes. I mean, he's a career 40%. He's a career 39.9% field goal
I
shooter.
know.
He's shooting 30% from downtown this year. I can deal with Sadiq Bey like going from 16 points to 17 and being efficient while he's doing it, improving defense, but I think
But we've seen the more he cut out Diallo. They've cut Diallo out.
he never
And
really had a chance.
yeah,
But
Kellyan Hayes has shown flashes that he could stick around, but it's seeming like
yeah,
they they're I don't know what Rodney Magruder's purpose on this team is, but he's there, I guess, as a veteran. But Corey Joseph and Jaden Ivey are going to be the backcourt right now with Kellyan Hayes mixed in there to see what he is. Diallo's just out. I feel like they need to just trade him. They're just wasting him. And they're not wasting him, but like they're not using him, so like let him go be free somewhere. And they're keeping Al Burks. We're gonna see Boyan. I like Isaiah Livers. They got I think their front court set with Beef Stew, Bagley, and Duran. You're set there because Bagley can play power forward, and Stewart, in theory, if that jump shot starts to become something, he can also play power forward. So you have two guys who can play power forward center, and then you got a pure center and Duran. And I think they're just figuring out what pieces are here to stay.
I mean, recently we've been seeing Beef Stew and Duran. Bagley's not even starting, so
I like Bagley as a six man though.
Yeah, I think Bagley, Bay, I think they're gonna be gone.
I think Bagley's here to stay. They paid him for that reason.
Let's see.
I like
Bagley a lot, but I don't know. Let's see.
He's on a cheap deal, so he's just good
Still
depth.
a lot of basketball left. He just came back from injury within the last month.
Can we talk about